Hey guys, welcome back to another video. Cover songs, they're everywhere. Almost every artist has made a song that someone else has already made, but in their own way. You know what a cover song is, I hope. Now, there are a lot of god-awful cover songs, thanks MGK. And there are a lot of great cover songs. Thank you, Johnny Cash. That dude has made tons of amazing cover songs, more than I realized. But to me, it is very rare for a cover song to be better than the original. For me to only listen to the cover song, not really go back to the original that much. Songs that basically just overshadow the originals. For me personally, this is my own opinion. If you disagree, feel free to tell me that I'm wrong in the comment section, whatever. But with that being said, I didn't really find a lot for this video. I only have 9 songs here for you guys. Because I think it's pretty difficult to have a cover song be better than the original to the point where you don't really want to listen to the original or you just prefer to listen to the cover. Like I said with Johnny Cash, he's made great covers. Hurt, Rusty Cage, stuff like that, but I still prefer the originals to those. But here are songs where that is not the case. We're going to start off with just progressively going farther apart from cover to original and how much I like one over the other. So the first song we're going to talk about is it's pretty close, and then the last song we're going to talk about is it's a really far gap between the two. In terms of me liking the cover more, I hope that makes sense. But we're going to start off with the first one, I Will Survive, Cake. The original being by Gloria Gaynor, I think is how you pronounce it, I hope. Which is a disco song, and the Cake version is not a disco song at all. Which is kind of why I like it a bit more. I feel like the disco vibe for me doesn't really work as much in favor for this song. While I do like the original song, and I don't think that the Cake version is like, oh, it's so much better, significantly better. I think I prefer the more minimalistic, more alternative rock version that Cake brings. I also love the trumpet that comes in around like the second half of the track, I think. A lot of these songs here, I feel like the covers bring different contexts to the original songs. I feel like the original is more just like a, I will survive, and I'm here, it's happy now, I'm surviving, where Cake's version is more like someone is like in desperation telling themselves that they will survive, and like the atmosphere is like darker, but I kind of prefer that a little bit more. Next up, one that always comes up on these things, I Will Always Love You, Whitney Houston. The original Dolly Parton, don't know why I blanked on that. Like I said, the Dolly Parton version is great. I think most of these songs are all great songs. Notice I said most, we'll get to that later. But I just love the explosiveness of the Whitney Houston version. I love how grand it feels. And this is going to be another recurring theme in these songs. I feel like love songs work better when they're more like grand or upbeat, less like minimalist. Because for me personally, that's just how love feels. Alright, the next one is going to be Pretty Woman, Van Halen, the original Roy Orbison. This one is purely just off of sound. The guitar tone in the Van Halen version is so goddamn good. I love the tone so much. I mean, just the added guitar riff itself is really good. I'm not the biggest fan of like hair metal or whatever you want to call that genre, but I really like this version. The vocals are great too. I like the Roy Orbison version, but I don't know, I feel like I said, the guitar tones are incredible. The riff is great. I just like the additions of this song better. Next up, Surfin' Bird, the original song The Trash Men. And you're probably expecting me to say, oh, the Ramones version, they got a song, they got a Surfin' Bird cover. Nah, listen to the part where they do the uma mau mau. It's weak. It's weak. They ruined that part. No, I'm talking about the superior cover, the Cramps cover of this song. This cover is unhinged. Obviously, if you know the Cramps, classic goth band, they're more weird and out there, and this cover is just like a summation of that. I also like the vocal variation of this song more. I like when the vocalist goes all high pitched. Also, this song is just a lot more rough than the original. The production is not amazing, but I think that adds to like the craziness to it. And for a song like Surfin' Bird, that's novelty. I'm gonna pick the one that's more like unhinged. I just think it's more funny, honestly. The Cramps cover. Alright, this is gonna be the last of ones where I'm like, yeah, I'll listen to both of the versions. And that's gonna be All Along the Watchtower, Jimi Hendrix, original Bob Dylan, of course. Yeah, you've heard people talk about this one a million times for years and years. Jimi Hendrix, come on, man. Like, the guitar playing on this thing is insane. The solo is insane. It's just incredible. And look, I do like the Bob Dylan version. I'm a Bob Dylan fan. Knocking on Heaven's Door is not going to be here, by the way. Fuck that. But I don't know. Jimi Hendrix is just so explosive, so incredible. Just, I don't even know how else to describe him. And yeah, the songwriting is great. Obviously, Bob Dylan was the one who wrote the song. But I feel like it is just amplified by Jimi Hendrix's vocals. Alright, now songs where I probably won't be listening to the original, and I would only listen to the cover. Going off of a light one, we got Can't Take My Eyes Off of You by Lauryn Hill. The original one is good, but after hearing this one, I feel like I just don't have much of a reason to go back. Like I said with the Whitney Houston, I feel like Love should be more upbeat, more of a grand thing, and that is exactly what Lauryn Hill version is. It is so bouncy and colorful and vibrant, and Lauryn Hill, obviously, amazing singer. I just think this is a better representation of what love is. It's fun. It is beautiful. And the Frankie Valli version, it's good. I just, like I said, I feel like every aspect is done better by the Lauryn Hill version. And I can understand the opposition to that take. You know, some people like the more laid back sound, but like I said, I made my case for why I prefer Lauryn Hill's version. Next up, Viva Las Vegas, Dead Kennedys' original song Elvis Presley. I don't like Elvis. I think his vocals are annoying. I'm not really a fan of the entire genre itself, but I fucking love Dead Kennedys, and they bring actual life into the song. Jello's vocals are awesome. Easily one of the most unhinged vocalists of all time. He's incredible. And I don't know, I just feel like his vocals work a lot better on a song like this than Elvis Presley. It's just more wild. I feel like the song is trying to bring like a wild vibe that Elvis Presley just does not bring for me. But Jello's vocals, hell the fuck yeah. I also just like more of the punk tones in this song over, what is it, rockabilly, whatever. I just think it's a lot more entertaining overall. I don't really have much to say about this one. I just don't like the original song that much. Alright, next we have The Man Who Sold the World, Nirvana, original David Bowie. Another one that a lot of people talk about. The original song, I just don't enjoy that much after hearing the cover. First off, I'm not a fan of the vocal effects on Bowie's voice. It's just, I don't know, it just feels not very appropriate for the song, because the Nirvana version, Kurt Cobain's vocals are just so raw. Obviously it's a live version, it's just raw vocals, and the story of the song is portrayed a lot better with those raw vocals, in my opinion. Kurt Cobain just is much more convincing on the song. And that's kind of the main reason why I like it more. I just feel like there's way more conviction in the Nirvana version. Obviously the songwriting is great in the original, but it's just Kurt Cobain's vocals, man. And especially with David Bowie having the effects on the original, I just don't think it works that well. But then we got the song that made me want to do this video in the first place. A song that I absolutely love off of one of my favorite albums of all time, The Velvet Rope by Janet Jackson. If you've heard it, you know I'm talking about Tonight's the Night. Original song by Rod Stewart. Yeah, I don't like the Rod Stewart one at all. I feel mean saying this, and it's probably not the right terminology I should use, but the Rod Stewart version seems almost like predatory in a way. I'm sorry. Maybe it's because I am not into men. I don't really find Rod Stewart's vocals like sexy on the song or anything like that, but it just gives like creepy old guy vibes. But the Janet Jackson version, on the other hand, good lord, this song is fucking awesome. Janet Jackson's vocals are just perfect for this song. They're like the perfect amount of like sensual and sweet. Very big contrast to the more aggressive vocals of Rod Stewart. And this song is obviously about like your first time. You're like, tonight's the night. And I would much rather have my first time sounding like the Janet Jackson version than the Rod Stewart version. Because, like I said, the Janet Jackson version is just a lot more like sweet. It feels like a nice moment. Rod Stewart feels like, like, oh, we're getting drunk and it's about to happen. I don't know. Maybe I'm the only one who feels like that. Feel free to tell me how you feel in the comments. But yeah, I can't stand the original version. But I love the Janet Jackson one. Like I said, Velvet Rope, one of my favorites of all time, easily. I love the cover. All right, now for the last one. A song that covers a ton of songs and somehow makes all of them way better. I'm talking about Alternative Polka by Weird Al. Okay, that's a joke, but I had to throw it in here because why the fuck not? This song is so good, man. Obviously, it's not better than the originals, but it is so goddamn funny. It doesn't even go with the theme of the video. I just want to talk about this song. I know Weird Al dropped a song just like this for like modern pop songs, but this one is way better in my opinion just because of how different alternative rock is to polka. But goddamn, he does such a good job at the vocals on this thing. The polka transitions are just so goddamn good. I absolutely love the closer portion. I love the censoring. God, this song is so funny. It is so good. I love it. It's my favorite Weird Al song. I had to throw it in there. I'm sorry. Alright, but that's all I got for you guys here today for this video. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed, drop a like, subscribe. I'm going to try to get a better mic soon, so hopefully that changes. I know it doesn't sound amazing right now. I'm sorry. But yeah, thank you for watching this video. I will see you in the next one. Goodbye.